Your company, SmartHouse Heating and Cooling, you guys don't just do installation of new systems, but you also do a lot of service of existing systems, whether you've installed them or not, right?
We do, yeah. Our technicians, our licensed technicians, are factory trained for nearly any brand you can think of. So we cover that full range. But then we do install new Carrier furnaces and air conditioners and systems.
You and I, we've known each other for about a year or so, and we actually met through a mutual friend, Mr. Jeff Bogart.
That's right.
From REA Homes, who is one of the greatest builders, I think, in St. Louis.
He truly is.
And the reason why you guys do so much work together is our friend Jeff is a freak about the home of the future, right?
Yes.
Air quality being one of the most important features of a house.
Absolutely.
And your company stands aside from most of the HVAC, that's heating, ventilating, and air conditioning. In the trade, we call it HVAC. Your company stands
so hip.
Thank you. That's nice to know. But your company really is different than most that we see, because most of these guys out here that we deal with, and we deal with a lot of them, Alfonso, in every inspection we have.
Yep.
You know, somebody says, "Oh, the heating, the furnace is out, the
Beyond
AC,
its
whatever."
life expectancy.
They're just installing and servicing a furnace. They're not doing. I see you guys more of a consulting for home comfort and air quality in the house. It's a completely different attitude. Am I right about that?
I think you're absolutely right. So you mentioned Jeff. The houses that Jeff builds and that we participate in are homes that are very high performance homes. These are homes that will have very, very low energy bills. These are homes that will be very, very comfortable. The rooms, as you walk around the house on a cold day or a hot day, the rooms will all be very similar in temperature. You won't have
big
drafts and cold spots, much less of that than the normal house. And you'll also have great clean air to breathe. Parents are worried about their kids and allergies and asthma and whatnot, and there are ways to make houses be very nice havens for people with clean air. We all bring things into our houses that are not very good to breathe. It could be the way furniture is made. It could be the paint we use. It could be just a variety of things, and we get into a situation where we really need some help from our heating and cooling systems to properly ventilate the house, to clean up the air and let us breathe fresher air.
Exactly. And it makes a big difference. I mean, that's really what you're paying for.
It's a very common attitude, unfortunately, in the heating and cooling business, that people just want to sell you a furnace, or they just want to sell you an air conditioner, just sell stuff and move on. The reality is that if you really want solutions to problems, if you have rooms that don't heat or cool properly, if you have drafts, if you have cold floors, if you've got people that have allergy kinds of issues or chemical sensitivities in a house, then your first step is never to buy gear. Your first step is to get a knowledgeable person to come in, figure out the problem, devise a solution to the problem, and only then do you start talking about money and equipment and stuff like that.
So if somebody has a notion that they would like to have an assessment, or that they know they need a new system, what do?
They just call SmartHouse. Give us a call at 314-644-1570. You can also see us on the web at callsmarthouse.com. This is what we do. We do more of it than anybody else in St. Louis.